Hey Mario Karters and friends and fans, welcome to our channel.
Surprise, surprise. It's the middle of a tour.
I'm surprised.
And Frenzy fans are streaming.
I'm surprised. We were like just finishing up dinner. I thought I was like easing into like a not leaving the couch type night. Friends fanboy's like, well, let's go live. And I'm like,
Let's do it.
sure. Whatevers. Whatevers. We'll go with it. So every now and then it takes a while for it to connect. So I'm just curious. Plus in the chat, if you are here, I think there's only like 2 of you guys right now. We gave everybody 0 notice of this. I'm down to 23%. Well, I was at 15% battery when Frenzy Fanboy was like, let's go live. And I was like, I'll plug my phone in. We'll see how much I can get out of it. So my phone might midstream, but Frenzy Fanboy will take it from there.
Yeah.
Can we dive like... First off, I feel like I'm like way off camera. Is that the right way? Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
Cool. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's the tour going? I'm a little bitter right now. I had a person in my rank who just was nice and sleepy and woke up today. And I was kind of being a little mean. Not really. He's not being mean. He's just playing his game.
Wow.
I knew his loadouts were there, but I was just kind of thinking he wasn't like that going all in. But he is.
Does he have... What are his loadouts?
He's maxed out pretty much on a lot of things. Like level 8 everything,
yeah.
but his super... Here's the thing, is I'm proud of my scores.
Yeah.
I know I could get more out of it, but I was sitting comfortably in first by like 20,000 points. And I was just like, we're going to be good. So it's not that I've slacked. It's just we've been traveling and having fun. And here was my main debate, is I didn't want to invest in my Mii's just willy-nilly because I had first pretty much clinched. And now I feel like, shame on me, it's a little late. But even then, if I were to take this guy right here to level 8, I still have to come up with like, I know I could do it. If I did that, if I invested in this guy, and if I invested in this guy, I think I could beat his score. Mm-hmm. That he's currently at, but I have no confidence that he's going to stay here tonight. Therefore, it's been a long week.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my almost 70,000 point score again. And I'm just whatever. It is what it is.
No, that's a great score.
It is what it is.
I'm proud of you. Plus, we gotta show everyone what we're rocking. That we're not actually drinking beer, but we got apple beer.
Apple beer.
Have you guys ever heard of apple beer before?
I have the 5-calorie one. It's actually delicious. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff in it that's not good for me, but whatevs.
So good. Tastes so appley.
We went to, okay, so here's the thing. Apple beer is like a Utah thing. I'm sure it's other places, but I've never heard so many people talk about it as in Utah. Probably because there's a bunch of Mormons who don't drink beer. But anyways, we went to a pizza place a couple months ago that your dad went to in college all the time.
Oh yeah, the Brick Oven.
In July.
In Provo.
In July.
Yep.
We went to the Brick Oven in Provo. Your dad used to go to it when he was a kid. He was in college all the time. And he started talking about the apple beer there. So you ordered one. I had a sip of yours. It was good. And then we were at a friend's house recently, and they served us up some apple beers, and I got home, and I was like, I'm going to buy some freaking apple beers. It's a thing. I need to be trendy.
Paul asks, isn't apple beer called cider?
It's pretty much cider. Well, let's be
It's kind
real.
of like sparkling cider. Very, very carbonated. It's a little different, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has, like, a little bit of a root beer taste.
It doesn't have a root beer taste at all. Nope.
No, you're right.
I'm like,
No root beer taste.
I have no idea where you're getting
It's
root beer
very,
from.
very appley, though. Mm-hmm. Like, more appley than
It's more
apple
synthetic.
cider.
Apple cider is like legit apple juice that's carbonated. This is a soda. This tastes like an apple lollipop carbonated.
Yeah.
Is that what yours tastes
It's
like?
pretty good. It is pretty sugary. It is pretty sweet to the taste.
I have the 5 sugar one. Doesn't mean it's healthy.
Yeah.
Just means it's not real sugary. It is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah. So we're going to enjoy some of those. If you guys want to enjoy a drink of choice with us while we just kind of do our Frenzy Fan thing like we usually do every 2 weeks. But this week we're coming at you after 7 days And last time we were in a hotel
We sure were.
in Austin, Texas. We are no longer in Austin, Texas.
We left Austin, Texas at 11 o'clock last night. We got into Vegas at 1-ish. We were going to drive home, but I was like, screw that, I'm booking a hotel. So we got a hotel last night.
Because from Vegas, it takes another 2 hours.
To drive home.
Plus, they were actually doing actual construction during the night. I was thinking about this. Remember when we had gotten slowed down because everything was down to one lane? Mm-hmm. They had just gotten done with construction all night, and it was slow after they were doing construction. Had we done it last night when they were actually constructing, who knows how long it would have taken.
So we pulled into a hotel after midnight, checked in, got a couple of Z's, packed up the car,
and then drove home. Drove home this morning.
Here's the thing. Not that you guys need, like, TMI here, but I guess that's what our show's all about. A little TMI. So we were out eclipse hunting yesterday. Plus in the chat.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Well, I was like, why did you give me that look?
It feels so long ago.
That was the look for
so much has happened in between. I was like, that couldn't have been yesterday. That was for sure 2 days ago.
That was the look Frenzy Fanboy gives me when he thinks I'm, like, lying or just being an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm not.
It's my honest face. It's my honest face. I hear information. I'm like, oh, no, you're right.
Anyways,
Absolutely.
All that to say, we were eclipse hunting yesterday I keep saying Houston, in Austin. It was really hot. And my hair in the humidity, it just whoosh.
Oh, really? I didn't notice it. You didn't talk about it a whole lot when we were there.
I know. I didn't talk about it,
yeah.
but I felt it every single day.
I didn't notice.
It just, like, gets, like, really, I have, like, naturally wavy hair. So it just gets, like, really, really, like, wavy and, like, a little frizzy up here. Anyways, we got to the hotel late last night, and I was like, I don't actually want to wash my hair and then and then blow dry it before I go to bed. That sounds awful. So I just did a body shower, and I haven't showered since. So my hair is just like, whoosh.
Whoosh.
It's a whooshy mess.
Whooshy mess.
And on that note,
we've got some people watching us now. Let's give a shout out to the people that aren't lurking and saying hi to us in the chat.
Who saw my description of this video? I thought it was funny. Did you see the description?
Like the text for it or the thumbnail?
The text.
I didn't see the text. Do tell about the text for this video.
It was just silly. It wasn't profound. I'm loopy, and I literally typed, come watch Mario Kart. Come watch people play Mario Kart and talk about other things other than Mario Kart or something like that. I don't even know what I said, but it made me giggle.
Yeah.
We should look at what I said, because...
Should we?
Will you pull it up? It's not that funny. I put it in Discord.
Yeah. It's
I literally copied and pasted it into Discord.
So we got live stream in 10-ish minutes on this episode of Mario Karters. Play Mario Kart Tour while talking about lots of other random things. We dive into all things 2024 Eclipse while we play Ranked and Hangout.
So I did not lie.
You did not lie.
I did not set the expectations that this was going to be a profound episode.
Hey y'all, you're probably not going to learn anything Mario Kart Tour related, but you might learn something else.
While we play Mario Kart Tour. That's pretty much what my description was. And we're here. Can we say shout-outs to people?
Absolutely. Let us shout out to people that are shouting out to us.
You have the mousy mouse.
Okay.
So you gotta scroll.
We're gonna scroll. So here.
We got Paul. Hey, Paul. Thanks for being here.
Well, virtually. Thanks for not being here, like, legit in our office, in our house.
If you knocked on my door when I said, let us know when you're here, I'd be a little freaked out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Here, Paul's like, I don't know, it might take a while for me to get there.
Please don't stalk us in real life. Freak me out.
And then we got Timmy, who likes to say his name Timmy.
Timmy.
When he gets, just like Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
No. It's not an A. It's there's no accent on the last syllable.
Timmy.
It's just Timmy.
It's just Timmy.
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 Okay. And then we got Landon Nintendo. We got Rubies.
I saw your Eclipse pictures. We're going to talk about it.
We saw your Eclipse pictures as well as your friend's Eclipse pictures.
Which ones did I see?
You probably saw both.
Cool.
Thanks for sharing them in the Discord. We also have Cha-Cha Chubs.
What's up?
Who knows us as Sugar Beans and Wifey Beans, apparently.
That's me.
And Ruby says Cha-Cha Beans.
Cha-Cha Beans.
And then she says Ruby Beans.
You don't have to read everything.
Okay, I'm not good at this.
No, you're doing great. I was just giving you a little positive feedback.
I'm just doing me. I'm just having fun because
you.
we're all talking about our names and our second and third names. But we also got Richie in the chat and Cranebow. Did you hear something? Did Bowser
Nope.
sneeze?
I have a big stack of books back there that I bought this past month, and I just...
And you've read them all?
No.
Thrice.
Anyways, they looked in my head. I couldn't see one of them, and it looked like they were about to tip over, but they're not. They're sturdy. We're good.
So where was I? Ah, yes. Richie and Cranebow and Gargamon.
Gargamon!
Hello, all. Okay, so... So you went into your ranked. I'm in my ranked over here. I have 192,000. However, some people might notice someone is...
Shadows?
Over here.
I said shadows?
Shadows?
Wait, I don't know why that was weird. Why did you stop on what I said?
I don't know. Do you know something that I don't?
No, it just sounds like a familiar name.
Oh.
And it's a top 10 player, so I was just like, shadows? Like,
Correct. So
I was trying to be your
Shadow
sidekick.
Legend. There's Shadow Legend.
Not one and the same.
Who's an ER that I think we've spoken with a few times in the server. This Shadows, though, I'm not sure he's familiar with the Frenzy Fan way of life. I think he's in the Kart Life server.
Okay.
And someone told me that, and that was the extent of both of our efforts to get in touch with one another this week. So he's oblivious to me, and I'm not oblivious to him. But
he's a top 10 player.
He is a top 10 player. He's going, I think, last tour, he's got like 13th or 15th or something. Okay. So he's still like in the throes of it. And he's like a couple thousand behind me right now, but has yet to play his Yoshi Desert on anything but auto mode.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah. So the funny thing is I keep on like exiting out and like trying to get back in the game.
Or maybe he
to see, and I don't know, maybe he is aware of me and my score and is just being really nice because he probably doesn't need the 250,000 points that he's going to get. He probably doesn't need that in order to get first.
Okay. He might also prescribe to the mentality of, let's not overbake this week in hopes for an easy next week.
Right. He doesn't care about that.
Okay.
So, here's the funny thing, is now I've reset the app.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Frenzy Fangirl, how did that even happen?
Party foul.
Why don't you have... There are like 18 coasters around everywhere, except for underneath your drink.
It's okay.
How does that even happen?
My Powell's hoodie needs to be washed soon.
How did you get it out of the container?
Because it's beer. It's apple beer.
Mine isn't doing that. Mine is behaving.
Frenzy Fanboy.
Inside the container.
Have you ever been to a party where people drink?
Liquids? Yes.
So a party trick is you bounce it on the top of someone's and it totally overflows. So it was like legit beer.
So you just decided to bounce it like that right next to my
No, that was just a
computer.
That was just a fun fact.
Right next to my desktop.
It was fine. I saw it.
Because that would be a funny joke.
I saw it. I fixed it. It's your fault your desk is next to my desk. Just kidding.
You're unbelievable.
Okay, back to you.
You're pretty much trying to kick me out of my office?
I'm just kidding.
Is that what you're trying to do? The office that I very rarely get to stay in anyway?
Just kidding. Okay, I have my coaster now.
Because I happen to have
Guess
a
what?
mobile computer.
It's right here on my desk now.
Oh my goodness.
It's not on your desk. It's on my desk.
Gargamon, have you ever been to a party where people drink?
I don't think Frenzy Fanboy has ever been to like a... Have you ever been
I was not homeschooled.
That's true.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I don't know. I was just asking you.
Just because I don't drink at parties doesn't mean that others don't. Mm-hmm. It's true. I don't frequent parties where
you were just asking
many
why
people become intoxicated.
This happens.
Yeah, but that is not beer.
I don't know.
Why is that happening right now?
I have no idea, Friends of Fanboy. I have no idea.
I think you did it on purpose.
You think I did?
Just to ruffle my feathers. You asked ChatGTP beforehand. You're like, hey, GTP, you know my husband? Yeah. we gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit tonight. What's a good idea? And he's like, oh, I've got a good one for you. Put some Alka-Seltzer into your apple beer, and it'll go all over the place. He's gonna love it.
ChatGPT was like, do you want me to top off the night last week? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, the Crab Shack wasn't enough for him?
No, the Crab Kings.
Crab Kings?
Crab with both KRABZ, KINGZ. Crabs Kings.
You want me to top that night? Very simple. All you have to do is a little foam near his computer. He'll flip.
Okay, so a little bit of background. We're in Austin, Texas. We have like a super, super, super distant relative in Austin, Texas. Like one.
It's my sister's sister-in-law. She and I are tight.
Her husband. Pretty much complete strangers.
I've hung out with them several times.
I mean, yeah. At like the 2 family events that we were invited to.
No, I've hung out with Carly several times.
What are you talking about?
I visit Becca more than you do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but Carly doesn't.
She's always there.
Anyway, pretty much a complete stranger. She's like, oh, we live in Austin. You guys are in Austin. What are you guys in Austin for? And we're like, there's a total eclipse going on. And they're like, huh? They literally had no idea for the past 7 years since the last big total eclipse that there was going to be an eclipse going through their hometown. That's Carly and Jake for you. Anyway, so
I was watching the phone.
We're like, well, where would be a fun place to eat? And Carly's like, oh, so Jake, for his birthday, he really wanted to go to this crab place. I'm so glad that we're starting off with this story. He wants to go to this crab place for his birthday, but his birthday was on a Tuesday.
They're closed
and
on
this
Tuesdays.
place is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, sure. Like, why not? It was kind of like up the road from our...
Richie wants to know if we're going to play. We get there eventually, Richie.
Yeah. Hold on. One more story. Hold on a sec. And so they're like, well, there's this place that's right up from your hotel. How about we just meet you there? And we're like, okay. So we get there and we walk in and like, no joke, it is a rave. Except for in the middle of the day with like 3 people in an empty restaurant. But like the rest of the ambiance is like sheer rave. Like 140 decibel, like Mexican techno music. Like you're ordering, you're like asking like, what's good here? And the guy is like, oh, this, that, and the other. And you're like, I can't hear you.
I think we need to paint a picture of what this place looks like. It's not really like your typical restaurant. It's like I don't even know. It's kind of like your hole in the wall like taco restaurant. You know what I mean? Like when you walk into a place and you're like, is this a gas station? Is this a restaurant? Yeah. Anyways, I love places like that. Like I love
no waiters. You go up to the counter,
you order,
and then they come bring it to your
Yeah, I love like little hole in the wall restaurants that just surprise you with like the quality of food because they.
But the thing is like the shape of the restaurant is just one big square, so there's no like. All of the sound is just being amplified off of all 4 walls. Like there's no deadening of the sound at all, and it is just bonkers loud. Like you sit down in your chair and you're feeling the vibration of the music like in your chair.
Totally. Imagine like the space of like a Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Right? Like just like a small
but Panera Bread has a whole lot more like walls and like carpets and like things to make things private. Like this was just like tables and chairs.
Like cafeteria type.
Very cafeteria, but with like a rave
Which
going on.
Sometimes you walk into a place like that and you're like, oh, they have to be good. Like you look at the place and it's like 3,000 reviews and 4.7 out of 5. Like you just know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So super loud, annoying music, so much so that you can't even like hear yourself think. Check for Frenzy Fanboy. Like that's the very first thing that I absolutely love in life. So
what Frenzy Fanboy is going to do right now, since he didn't prep you, is this restaurant was designed. The very nature of this restaurant. Like if I could tell ChatGPT, like, hey, I want to make a really funny restaurant, and the entire purpose is just to annoy the heck out of Frenzy Fanboy. Like I want to do nothing else but annoy him. ChatGPT invented this restaurant, but he didn't have to invent it. It already existed.
We went to it. Okay, so we meet Carly and Jake, and we order like the basic platter. It's like $500 because you get like an entire crab and some shrimp.
Crab, shrimp, potatoes.
Yeah. And
Drenched in butter.
Drenched in butter. And so then they come out with the meal, and they have this tool. It's like this red, like solid, thick plastic, like strong plastic tool.
If you guys have ever eaten crabs, it's literally like the tool that you break like the crab legs with in order to
Yeah, so it kind of has like this little
out.
hook thingy with like this thing like right here, so that you can kind of like leverage your way into like the crab's legs and kind of break the crab's legs apart. And then like get the minuscule
To all
piece
our
of meat.
vegans out there, we're sorry for disturbing you.
So anyway, they bring out one of these tools, and I was like, oh, could we get another tool so that like I can eat this meal as well?
So they didn't bring out one. Carly gave us one of hers because they bought two.
Oh.
And Carly gave us one because she's like, I forgot to tell you. You have to buy your utensils.
Okay, so I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
That didn't even come across my... So they brought their own utensils and tools to eat at this place.
They normally do, but they forgot to, so she bought theirs.
Oh.
So the one that we had was actually purchased by Carly. And we stole it from them. Not really. They gifted it to us before you bought yours.
So then, did they only eat their meal with just one between the two of them?
Yeah, I kept trying to give them back the one that they gave me, and they wouldn't take it. They said, no, we'll just share. We feel bad because we didn't tell you. Holy double banana frenzy.
Wow, we should
I
pause
wish I
this
was-
story.
No, keep going. I'm not even paying attention here. Like, this isn't
Are they
even...
all gonna follow you, Frenzy Fangirl?
No.
Oh yeah. Okay, one didn't, but a
I've already
lot
dropped
of them.
combo. This is just like my coin.
They're getting hits.
This is just my,
Is this your coin break or something?
No, my coins aplenty.
Oh.
Which I'm not really trying to, like, maximize at all. I'm just doing my thing.
Oh, this is just your first lap and you had two giant banana frenzies?
Yeah. And now I'm
Frenzy
scared.
Fangirl. Coin frenzy. Coin frenzy.
Now I'm
Let's
scared.
do it. Ooh, that was close. 2 coins and a banana. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wait. I thought something
Oh.
was coming.
Ooh.
I thought something was coming. It was all in my head. Keep telling the story. I'm just
Okay.
playing while you tell the story.
Cha-Cha Chub calls it claw skizork.
Yep.
Skizork. A claw skizork.
That's pretty much the name of it.
That, if you needed to invent a name for this thing, a skizork is exactly...
Okay.
It's
And
the
little...
most scientific, precise name that you could come up with.
And Frenzy Fanboy did not... Oh.
You got your friend, your coin frenzy. Okay, now we really do have to pay attention. Oh, no, don't
I know,
do
I'm not
that.
trying to. I'm not trying to. It just happened.
I mean, you literally ran into all of them.
It wasn't intentional.
It was so good, though,
Hubs,
if
it
you
wasn't-
wanted to.
Hubs, it wasn't intentional.
You're going to get such a good score. You're already at 37,000?
I've already dropped
38?
combo.
No, 39?
This is nothing to, like,
Come
write
on,
home about.
40,000.
This is not.
Snag it. One more. 40,000 at the line. Do it. Oh, yeah!
Nothing to write home about.
69, what are you talking about? Your high score is like 70,000.
If I took it seriously...
You're like 900 away from your...
But this is why I'm mad. If I took it seriously, I would have been able to get 70,000. I was just killing time while you're telling the story.
It was amazing Mario Kart footage.
I was just killing time while you're... I dropped
amazing.
combo. I don't know what I was doing. I was hitting my bananas, not getting points for them. Literally just killing time while you tell the story.
Good job. Was that for
Thanks.
ranked?
No, that's just my coins thingy. Coins aplenty.
Lifetime best, 63,000.
Just my coins aplenty.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah. Super loud music. Carly and Jake come, and we're, like, literally screaming at them, trying to, like, communicate the whole night.
Totally.
They lend us one of their skizorks. And so Frenzy Fangirl has a skizork, and I'm like, oh, can I get a skizork too, please? And he's like,
We were going to share the...
sure,
yeah.
you're going to have to pay for it. I'm like, well, how much does one of these things cost? $1.08. It's like, well, I'm going to charge that to my credit card so that you get a 45-cent charge and 3.5% on top of that.
Frenzy Fanboy gets so bitter sometimes. You know this
So
about
we
him.
walked up to the thing, to the counter.
You walked up to the thing.
Walked up to the counter. Did my transaction, for which he probably got 3 pennies off of, and he gave me a skizork. So I come back, and I start trying to manhandle these crab legs. Mind you, this is the very first time I've ever been exposed to a skizork and crab legs in my entire life.
Frenzy Fanboy grew up in Colorado. Denver, Colorado area. landlocked state. His parents did not believe in seafood. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, right on the Columbia River, right on the ocean. My family, we ate seafood several times a week. All that to say, this is not an experience that you have had before.
Right. Plus, usually crab is super expensive. It was still really expensive. So anyway, like trying to break apart these crab legs, and there's just like this itsy bitsy tiny, like it's like string cheese of meat. Like if you could process meat into string cheese, like that's what crab meat is inside those legs. Anyway,
I'm not participating just because I want to hear your take on it. Yeah.
You burn 700 calories in order to be able to intake 50, which is just phenomenal. So
Frenzy Fanboy's other pet peeve in life is like he will not do the melting pot, or like his biggest complaint,
or like Korean barbecue.
Any place that I try to take him where he has to do any of the meal prep.
Well, I don't understand restaurants that get away with just bringing out raw food to you and then being like charging a premium for it, and then like you go ahead and cook it. I'm not.
What?
I'm literally coming to you because I don't want to cook food. And you're giving me raw food to cook. Like, this is asinine.
It's like, I don't even have to cook at home.
This is unbelievable.
Why would I pay to cook?
This is unbelievable. So, yeah. Granted, that wasn't one of, oh my goodness. It is Frenzy Hour o'clock for Frenzy Fangirl. You should be doing ranked.
That guy was in my way, but now I just butchered it. Follow my lines.
So that didn't even really bug me.
Stuck.
Is it gonna reset for you? No.
Nope, it's
the dinosaur finally felt you, like, ramming into its toes. He's like, let me help you out.
That's annoying. What is this ant on my foot?
Oh, man. Somebody was like, oh, I guess we are playing Mario Kart now. But we're not really playing Mario Kart. Okay. So, yeah, like, breaking into the crab, like, it wasn't my favorite. Like, but it's not like I had to cook the whole thing.
I couldn't even restart because I was going to restart. Sorry.
The game quit before you could...
That damn elephant leg wouldn't let me through.
Yeah, it was the elephant's problem. Okay.
Well, that was a crappy coins aplenty.
I'm sure you got some good ones. How many coins did you get?
I had a coin frenzy, but it was going all in the wrong direction.
You had a coin box frenzy.
I know.
Oh, 18,000 points though. That's very good.
I know.
Yeah, you almost broke 50 coins.
I tried to reset. I did.
Okay. All right. So where were we? So yeah, you have to use the Skizork thing to get into the crab, and I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling it.
Also, Frenzy Fanboy hates getting his hands messy. Like, he'll eat ribs with a fork and knife.
So?
Pizza, fork and knife. Mm-hmm. Anything, fork and knife. Crabs, you can't fork and knife it.
I dove in with both feet forward, though.
You did. You embraced the entire experience.
I was like, you know what? This is going to be what it is. And so I'm just going to do it. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, we were still hungry. After like a $50 meal split between the two of us, we were still hungry.
It's true. Good thing we didn't each get our own, though.
Yep.
You would have been way more annoyed.
Yep. Okay, so now let's not talk about things that annoy Frenzy Fanboy. Let's talk about my ranked.
Okay.
So, I'm fully anticipating clicking on this first place here and seeing it go to second.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
No! Shadows!
Yep.
Shadows.
Shadows is playing now,
Shadows!
Finally. Yep, 63,000. Yeah, so we're both getting second. That's fine. Whatever. We're good. Okay.
Lando, right?
All right. So, we have to...
I'll do pizza and fork for like flatbreads. I made us flatbreads tonight for dinner. I'll totally pizza and fork that because it's fine to do that.
Okay, so let's see here. Gargamon likes your footage.
What was my footage?
Oh, he just likes watching you play. Your Mario Kart footage.
Oh, thanks. Watch my lines. Learn from the best.
Richie's laughing and Wishing you a GG.
Richie, don't ever... I mean, we're here. We call ourselves Mario Kart YouTubers, but I don't ever, like, expect to come in and, like, watch me specifically to learn lines or any skills. I'm just here to...
You make a lot of us feel better about ourselves.
I'm just here to enjoy life.
Thanks, Frenzy Fangirl.
If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to do it. That's my mentality with life.
Oh, so Ruby's wants to know if the food was even good. It was okay.
It was good.
The shrimp was good. The crab was good.
It was good.
But it's just that music was just crazy. Like, that just made the whole thing sour.
So here are the things that Frenzy Fanboy would hate. He hated the fact that it took him more effort to eat the meal than to enjoy the meal. He hated the loud noise. He hated how messy it was. He hated that you had to buy your utensils. So this was a long story short, just to say that it was
No, very short story. Super duper long.
Very short story long. Just, I don't like those bombs. Oh!
Yeah. Ooh, saved comp. Oh, no, you didn't.
I hope my banana hurt you. Bam!
There you go.
But now my bananas aren't going to get anyone else because I just wanted to... Oh, no, not again.
Gargamon's making fun of me. He says Frenzy Fanboy's mom chewed his food. Confirmed.
No, that's gross. I wouldn't marry a guy like that. Let me make it perfectly clear. He's a little bit of a neat freak, but he's not a weirdo.
So, Cha Cha Chub says it helps you slice down the shell, then you can pull the meat out in a satisfying hunk. So, it wasn't like the whole crap, it was just the legs.
I know, but that's what
like,
she's saying.
Just skinny, itsy bitsy legs.
So here's the thing. Did you remember how I was doing it? So you crack apart, and then you slide it down the leg, and then you pull the leg like this, and the meat comes out.
Yeah, in string cheese form, which is like super minuscule for all of that cracking and skizorking.
I really do apologize to any vegans or vegetarians who don't like thinking about that.
Gargamon says that Frenzy Fangirl had one of the best runs.
And then
this run. Hey, Andre's with us.
What's up, Andre?
And let's see here. Lando Nintendo says your brain's out to a midnight snack.
Always.
I can't imagine if y'all had alcohol. Right? That's what I was saying. We're getting a little tipsy just off of apple beer. We would be complete messes if we actually consumed alcohol or drugs. Okay, let's see here.
Hold on. Someone said something about me. What was it? It made me giggle, but I didn't say it out loud.
Is it up here?
There's something about being married to me. How being married to me was like something. Maybe they deleted it.
Cha-Cha-Cha was like, he put sugar in his beans, I heard.
He does put sugar. Guys, I found these today and they're delicious.
Next is KFC with a fork and knife.
They're these vegan caramel bites made with oat milk. It's delicious. What's up, Catherine? Hey, we're meeting tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. I miss you.
She's on a live stream. Usually she listens to us to go, like, fall asleep.
It is.
Now we can chat with her, and there's no way she's going to fall asleep.
It's 10 o'clock her night. She might be trying to fall asleep.
No. Wrong.
Would you like a caramel bite?
We are not in Texas.
It's 2 hours ahead of us. It's 11 o'clock. Catherine!
She's trying to go to bed.
Catherine's one of my BFFs from Georgia. She and I do cool business stuff together. Can't wait to meet with you tomorrow. Love your face.
Hey, Davey's here.
Davey!
What's up, Davey?
They're super chewy, by the way. We probably shouldn't have both eaten them at the same time.
So Chacho says, did you validate and encourage him during his crab licking experience?
I sure did. I was telling him he was doing a good job. I didn't pat your back because my hands were dirty. But
Ruby's
you felt my support, right?
Ruby says I have a hard time envisioning me eating traditional wings. We had wings recently.
He'll-
I mean, that's fine. I wash my hands beforehand, and then I wash my hands immediately afterwards.
He won't touch anything between it. Which totally makes sense. No, he'll do wings, like anything that you can't actually cut. But if you could choose between boneless wings and traditional wings, what would you do?
Boneless.
Because...
Yeah. You can use utensils. And you're nice and clean the whole entire time.
Anyways.
Hey, Landon, all you gotta do is just travel to Mountain Time Zone in 2 hours, and you can see 11:11 again.
Mm-hmm. My phone's gonna die any minute, but that's okay. What's up, Ronnie? He's in my multiplayer.
All right, so maybe that's a good time to transition, because I don't really have anything else Mario Kart to talk about.
You're gonna
we
play.
gotta talk. What? I gotta play what?
Aren't you gonna play any Mario Kart?
No.
Okay.
Frenzy Fangirl, do you remember when we were on the couch tonight? I was like, we need to stream because we need some important input from our community.
I thought we were gonna play some Mario Kart.
No. No, we were just going to talk about how we both got sniped at the very end for ranked. Okay. And now we need to switch scenes.
Okay.
Because... Oh, wait. What's going on? No. We got to pull this up.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
It was correct.
Yep, so then let's do this.
Hold on. Frenzy Fanboy's fixing something.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Now we're ready to go.
You're gonna go that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, first of all, I want to give a little bit of
I feel like
history.
I need to play while you do this.
No, let's just talk about our adventures, Frenzy Fangirl.
Okay.
You just played so much.
Okay, Frenzy Fanboy. I'm ready for your...
We learned so much at the feet of the master. Okay, so... Last October, we went to go see the annular eclipse, and we're like, man, this eclipse stuff is so cool. Even after 2017, we're like, man, this eclipse stuff is so cool. We got to take advantage of every opportunity. We thought that planning 6 months in advance, from October to April, would give us enough time to figure out a good spot and get hotels and rental cars and everything. Well, we get home from the annular eclipse, and we do a little bit of research and find out that Texas
is sold out. Sorry?
Texas has the least probability of having overcast skies in April. So we decided to try to go to somewhere in Texas. And when we were doing research, what happened?
Texas was sold out.
Texas was sold out.
Sold out. All of Texas.
So instead of just going for the weekend, because to fly in and get a hotel and a rental car was impossible...
Sold out.
A rental car was impossible. Hotels were like thousands of dollars a night for
they
the
were
weekend.
Like $300 a night for like a Motel 8.
Right. So like a normal hotel experience, like high hundreds, low thousands. And flights were just ridiculous. But Frenzy Fangirl, in her genius, was like, we would actually save money if we were to, and we can actually get a car if we rent the car a week beforehand, the Monday before the eclipse, then return it on the Monday of the eclipse.
Late at night. And
fly in and out that whole week. And the whole hotel thing, because we have like this deal where if you do a whole week, it ends up being a lot cheaper than... Anyway.
So instead of like $300 a night for a hotel, we got the entire week hotel for like $800 after taxes. The car rental for the entire week was like $250 for the whole week instead of like $80 a day, which was sold out anyways. Going for the entire week just made sense.
So we're like, cool, we're going to do this in Texas. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And the time for us to get up to the eclipse, we're like a week out. And I have this app where it can show me, kind of like the anticipated forecasts of like clouds and rainstorms and stuff, like 10 days out. And so I'm taking all these screenshots and making this red line of like where the eclipse is going to happen. And for like a whole entire week leading up to it, Texas is pretty much like covered in clouds the whole entire time.
The entire eclipse path. It was just a sick joke. It was like somebody had some pretty dark humor going on in their life.
Yeah. And so we're like, ugh, this sucks. So then, like, a couple of days before the eclipse, I bought, like, the pro version of the Eclipse app. That's the name of the app, is the Eclipse app. And it was cool because you could pick certain cities within the path of totality, and you can save them, and then it'll put this in your list, your viewing spots list, and it gives you the amount or time of totality, but then also gives you what the estimated cloud coverage is going to be for that spot. So like a day and a half before, we were thinking of going to this first place, Lampasas, Texas, because it was like right in the middle of totality, so it's going to give us like the full 4 minutes 20 seconds, but it was like 69% cloud coverage. Then Gulfwady. Someone help me. I was going to look up a video to see, or look on Google.
I don't even know if Texans would know how to say it. It's like a town of like 200.
Yeah, how do you... No, it was like 1,700.
Was it?
How do you say the name of this city at the very bottom, right next to Frenzy Fanboy? It's Gold, T-H, Weight, E.
I think it's just Goldwaith. Goldwaith.
Goldwaite? You think it's Goldwaite? Goldthwaite?
Goldthwaite.
Goldthwaity?
Goldthwaite.
Anyway.
My guess is the E is silent.
That one was just a little bit further out, so you can see it has like 3.5 minutes of totality. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking like one day, like a day and a half, and then like 1 day left. Lampasas is still at like 62%. Goldthwaite is like 57. Same with San Saba and Hamilton, and all of these. Let's see here.
These are not the lines, guys. I'm just trying to get my bots down until my phone dies.
So I made a little Google map here that has like the path of totality, and this middle one right here, like this green box, is where you get more than 4 minutes of totality. And then this red box is like all the places the furthest away from Austin that I'm willing to go. Because any further northwest of Austin that you go, the time of totality dips quite a bit. Boop. So it was like this careful balancing act of trying to get the most amount of totality while at the same time staying the furthest away from all of this crazy cloud coverage nonsense. So I wake up the morning of the eclipse. Oh yeah, and here's like the official, from some AccuWeather thing. So they're saying that like Dallas, Texas is supposed to have like high cloud coverage, and it wasn't looking good. And so, so then the morning of the eclipse, Lampasas is down to 57, but then this Goldthwaite place, 25% cloud coverage. And it was like a half hour further than the Lampasas, which is 2 hours away. And I'm like, you know what? We're just going to get up early. We're going to go. And like, I just think that it's the highest probability, the highest success rate based on the information that I have. Yep. And if it ends up being cloudy, it ends up being cloudy. And there's really like nothing more that I could have done to figure anything out.
Deep down,
getting a time machine or something.
Deep down, I just knew it was going to work out the whole time. I knew that we had to put in the work and we had to do the reps.
Yep.
Holy crap, bots. But I just knew that it was going to be okay.
So, so we decided to go out to Goldthwaite. And, like, the very first thing that we see is, like, this little town.
The park?
A park, I mean.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt you because I didn't want to accidentally say the wrong thing and make you sad.
No, so a park, and I was like, hey, let's see if we can kind of, like, go park at this park. And, because there was, like, some really good... I wanted to find some place that we could set up close to coverage, like sun coverage, so we didn't have to sit out in the sun for 3 hours with the eclipse.
Yep.
Like waiting for the eclipse and everything and photographing it. So sure enough, there was this one pavilion where like nobody was there.
It was massive too.
There weren't any like picnic tent or picnic like seats under it.
Yeah.
But there were kind of like 2 like waist high tables that were there.
Yeah.
That I'm sure are good for like other things that you would want to do in Goldthwaite.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were the only 2 under this thing, but the whole park was like packed. There were tons of people.
It was kind of tucked down in this like below this hill that nobody really knew of. Like it was
over
hard to
the
see.
Hill, you were saying there was like gazillions of people.
It was really hard to see where we were from like the main road.
Oh, Ruby's, the professional. Oh, what's it called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what's like the history of like words? What's that word called?
Wordsmith?
No. Anyway, he's telling us how to pronounce it.
Oh, good. He might know. Ruby's is smart.
No, but he's being facetious. We're just gonna call it Goldthwaite. Goldthwaite. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. So we find this little pavilion place, and the sky is just like beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Let's see if we can.
All my friends, I had collectively had about 25 people who were texting me on a daily basis saying, just letting you know, I'm doing my sun dance, because I called out to all my friends. I was like, everybody needs to manifest sunny skies for me. It's kind of like gold pipe hype, right? Like, it was kind of like the gold pipe hype, but with all my friends around the eclipse, and like a lot of this, but like sun dances.
Here we go. So here's our little pavilion. Rusted pavilion.
See, we're down this hill, and like nobody was there. Everybody was like, I don't know if you can see my mouse. I don't think you can see my mouse. Everyone was like way up high.
On the other side of this hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, then Frenzy Fangirl and me. Oh yeah, we like bought some sandwiches.
That was Frenzy Fanboy's selfie. He's like, I want to take a picture of us eating.
Here we go. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, so it was like super, super clear skies, and we were looking all around, and we're like, yeah, it does still like, it looks pretty cloudy, kind of a little bit to the southeast.
Yeah.
So let's just cross our fingers, and I'm taking pictures of, like, so the eclipse starts, where like the moon just barely starts covering the sun, and
By the way, plus in the chat, if you guys saw the eclipse, I'm so curious while you tell
yeah.
the story, who was all able to see it.
Yeah, even if it's like not totality, you got to
Yeah.
see the moon cover the sun at all with like some eclipse glasses, and got to kind of experience that. So I'm wigging out because for like a half an hour, I'm trying to figure out how to get like good focus because I've got an 800 millimeter lens with a 2x teleextender,
Yeah.
which is 1600 millimeters, and I'm focusing on something 93 million miles away.
You
and
were
trying
nervous.
to get like just the right, like infinity, like when you focus to infinity on the lens, infinity is kind of vague.
Does anybody remember when Frenzy Fanboy had his top 10 run where he was like so excited but also just like really like in game mode, like in your head, like not in a bad way, just like it's like your competitive side came out but with like photography. Like you were just every inch of your body was just like tense and stress and
Yeah, I was very stressed. And so I finally ended up getting focus the best that I thought I was going to be able to get it. So I put the lens into manual focus. I was like, all right, here we go. And then right when like totality is starting, these huge clouds, like big puffy clouds come, and we're like, no. So Frenzy Fangirl, like, she runs like 25 feet away. She's like, Frenzy Fanboy, come over here.
I'm gonna solve the problem.
I'm like, these clouds, you have to like run miles in order to be able to like get out of the way. Like, it's not going to be like a fine line between like where the road was right there.
There was
and
a little
where I
break in the
was.
clouds where I was,
mean,
but
yeah,
it wouldn't have been worth moving.
These clouds are moving so fast.
They are.
There's no way.
Frenzy Fanboy's like, we're just gonna be patient.
And so, for the first little bit, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. For the first, I don't know, maybe minute or so, I'm taking pictures, but it's just through like the clouds,
Yeah.
and all of my frames are like just completely black. But then the clouds, they move on, and we probably got about like a good maybe 2.5 minutes
Of totality.
of totality, and it was just so amazing.
It was incredible.
Like, you have a couple good videos of like,
We're both like crying.
we're both crying, like just saying how amazing it is. I'm losing control of my body because it's just like such an amazing experience. I start snorting because like breathing is just a hard thing for me to do right now because I'm just so overwhelmed. Like everything is just so
really
overwhelming.
Cute. It was really cute.
And like when I saw the first pictures come through on the back of my camera
Yeah.
and it looked gorgeous,
Yeah.
like I just get this feeling of like awe and amazement
It was
and
pretty
just
cool.
like I get humbled that I'm able to be in a position, in a spot with the tools and have the experience to hopefully try and like convey like my interpretation of like nature at that point, and I saw that the pictures were coming out, and so yeah, I was like trying to like fend off emotions, trying to enjoy the eclipse in and of itself, and not be in
your head too much, yeah.
And also like at 1600 millimeters, the sun and moon are booking across the screen. Like you take a picture and then you have to do like finite adjustments to the tripod to get it back in frame, like as center as possible. Take pictures, move it again. Like that 3.5 minutes went by in like 10 seconds to my head. Like it was so fast.
But then at the same time, like we're multi-dimensional beings. I really feel like while, I don't know, there's still like so many deep parts of you that were able to enjoy the entire thing as if it was like way longer. Yeah. That's just my take on life. But.
Yeah. So,
really,
we were able to get some good images, and on the Discord yesterday, I did in the Grateful Thankful Made Me Happy channel share some of the pictures as well as some other pictures from Austin.
Oh yeah, tell everybody else what we did while we were there before we get to the Eclipse stuff. Because shout out to
Davey.
Yeah,
we got to meet up with Davey because he's fun. an Austinite. Is that what you call someone from Austin?
Sure. Keep Austin weird.
He's from Austin, so we met up with him once for dinner at the Velvet Taco, and then the next day for lunch.
I really wanted to go to Terry Black's.
Terry Black's barbecue.
There was a day that I got a plan. So Friends of Fanboy got a plan Monday, and I got a plan Saturday. Monday was the Eclipse. I planned a really cool day.
And so Davey was involved. Davey's like, hey, I haven't been to Terry Black's either. That'd be fun to go along with you guys. Yeah. I'm like, sure, absolutely. Like, let's do this. And he's like, well, the thing is they like have crazy lines and then sell out like way before dinner. So we're going to have to go for lunch and then probably like early. So like we woke up,
it's like
rolled out of bed and like
10:30 it is.
Drove like right when they opened, met Davey there. And sure enough, like by the time we had left, like, it was a madhouse. It was crazy. Super good. Super expensive. Super good. And super crazy busy. And then, yeah, what else did we do? We went to
a movie at the Alamo. This was my day that I got a plan. First, barbecue. Second, film at the Alamo Draft House. Third, Book People. It's like a cool bookstore. Fourth, I can't count, Cidercade, which is like an old school arcade.
Bishop's Cidercade, yeah.
Bishop's Cidercade?
Yeah, it's called Bishop's.
Okay.
Bishop's Cider.
Yeah. The name of the place, Cidercade, though, is kind of what it's known for. Oh. So Cidercade, super cool. It's like this old arcade. You pay like a base rate and you go in and all the games are free. Tons of like cool stuff. And then we
went to Dave and Buster's. No, Dave and Buster's to watch the Final Four, one of the Final Four games on one of their big screen TVs.
That's what we did.
And then we came home and watched the other one.
Yep.
And got nothing but cakes.
That's right. Yeah. It was a splurgy day. It was fun. Okay, back to on topic though.
Okay. Eclipse. All right. So, I think we're at the point where so we got home, I went to work, and then...
By home, you mean the hotel?
No.
What are we talking about?
No. So, yeah, we went to the hotel, we slept, then we came back home, we worked, and then I developed some photos.
Today. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because I guess I left off saying that I had shared a couple of photos, like just JPEGs straight from the camera.
Yeah. In
the Frenzy Fan Thankful Grateful Made Me Happy.
Gotcha, okay.
Which I kind of hate doing because it's like saying, hey, look, I got a guitar, and then you play like one string of the guitar. You're like, twing.
Totally.
And you're like, here's my guitar. And it's like, it's like so basic and like just elementary. Like it's just raw.
Mm-hmm. It's just raw.
It's like a lump of clay. And as a photographer and as an artist, I feel like that's like my base of clay, and then it's up to me to sculpt it to how I interpreted that event or that time.
Okay.
And how I want to like share that with others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So how about when you finish this race?
Keep going. I'm listening.
No. Because we're going to be switching screens.
Oh, well, let's just switch screens now. This isn't a good race. I was just wondering if I was going to happen to get like a triple banana frenzy.
Oh, is this for ranked? Oh,
Yeah.
all you got to do is say it, Frenzy Fangirl.
All I want is a triple banana frenzy, and then I would like a coin frenzy, and then I would like another triple banana frenzy. Oopsie.
Whoopsie. Who knows? Maybe you ended up hitting someone.
Maybe.
On a different part of the track way out there.
Maybe.
Okay. So I was able to develop some photos, and we have a new Instagram that is a place that's like dedicated for photography.
Almost Sammy-D'd myself.
And we're only wanting to put on like kind of the best shots. It's called 5-Star Shot. We want to put like just kind of the cream of the crop shots on this Instagram account. Oh, that was a Sammy D.
Was that me? Sammy? No, somebody else.
Because it didn't say ouch or anything.
Psh, whatever. Sammy's cool. It's all right.
So I've got 9 shots that I've developed.
Yep.
And on some of your social media stuff, we've asked people to like give us some feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We're really kind of like just wanting to whittle it down to like 1 or 2 shots to be able to post on the Instagram.
So here's my thing really quick, just to prep you guys. What I need from you is 2 things right now. 1, I need you to like this stream because we only have 7 likes. I know it's not a real Mario Kart Tour stream, but hit like on the stream. 2, get ready to participate in fun. Meaning we actually legitimately need your help helping us whittle down 9 freaking mind-blowing, incredible Eclipse photographs that Frenzy Fanboy took. We want to know which one that you guys like the best. I don't know how you're going to tell us that, but we'll figure that out. All that to say, we're going to show you what he's done.
I think what we'll do is I'll show all 9. You and I will whittle it down to 5, and we'll have...
Ooh, okay.
No, we'll whittle it down to 4 because the
Poll
has 4 options.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Nobody vote yet.
But we should do you think that we should, in the answers of the poll, describe what the shots look like? Or just say like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll...
Our people are smart. Nobody vote yet because we haven't shown you the images yet.
I think it's going to be hard.
You think so?
Yeah, because they're not going to be like the last 5. We're going to be skipping through.
Okay. First off, let me move this for a second.
You can probably unplug.
But I put an image right behind this in case my phone died. And I don't want to give away the image because my phone has not died. So I'm going to start the poll really quick. Hold on. Or not really quick. I'm going to start prepping it. So you keep telling them the whole story. Do you want them to choose just their favorite?
Yeah, just vote for the one that we think we should put on our 5-Star Shot Instagram account.
Okay.
Which is like the best of the best.
Okay, plus in the chat if you guys are still here, if you're ready to vote. Do you know which 4 you're going to have them vote between?
Oh, and the 5-star is just the number 5-star shot. People say they can't find the Insta.
Oh, Insta. 5-star shot, number 5.
It's just the number 5, not spelled out.
5-star shot.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll get there. Okay, let me just get out of this really quick. Are we ready to go?
Yep.
Dum.
Oh, so this needs to be showing the right...
It'll still pull the same one, but you need to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to click over. You guys are going to see image number 1, but I don't know if this is actually going to be in the poll. Bam.
Okay.
I'm going to put our faces up here.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, I was so happy that we got some cool prominences during this eclipse. During the 2017 eclipse, there was kind of one fairly large prominence, and so I was able to develop some pictures and kind of have that like front and center.
Hey, Frenzy Fanboy, what's a prominence?
Oh, so a prominence is just like a dispersion of plasma from the sun that doesn't actually leave the surface of the sun. I think it's the magnetic forces that like kind of pull the plasma back into itself. Mm-hmm. So it's not really... what were we thinking? Like a solar flare? I don't think it's a solar flare.
Yeah.
Solar flares, I think, actually like leave the sun and like do damage and stuff.
This is like
stuff
Bowser's Castle. Do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know?
Okay.
Okay. That's what a prominence is.
That's a prominence. Bowser's Castle.
Do 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 do. Okay.
Okay. So the thing is for the 2017 eclipse, I was curious to find out how big that solar prominence was.
Yeah.
And I did some math and came up with 43,200 miles, which is about...
I'm just going to make this bigger. Is that okay?
Sure.
I just feel like our overlay that was original was just kind of distracting.
Okay. There we go. So 43,200 miles is roughly the equivalent of 5 Earths, the diameter of 5 Earths from the surface of the sun. If you were to stack them on top of each other, that was the length of the prominence for the 2017 eclipse. This one, actually... Oh, can we go to the other scene real quick? Just back to my phone?
Yes.
Okay. So I made this little JPEG where I put it into like a thing that I can measure. And so I measured the distance or the diameter of the sun and saw that was like 4¼ inches. So that 4¼ inches is equal to 865,370 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
That's the diameter of the sun.
Yeah.
And so this guy up here that looks like a whip, he ends up being a little more than 1/4 inch.
Yep.
And when you do the math, that ends up being 55,000 miles, which is the equivalent of 7 Earths.
7 freaking Earths.
7 Earths!
End to end.
And then there's
we
one
are so small.
that's like a pyramid that's about 1/8 inch, so that's like 25,000. So let's go back to
Okay.
25,500
that one.
miles. Okay, yeah. So the prominence that's like in kind of the upper left-hand side on the top.
You keep going. I'm just typing in something into chat over here.
Gotcha. So that if you kind of take like the length of where it starts at the sun and then kind of goes out.
Did I spell it right? It's so far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a second thing in this past week where you've asked, you can't see things because they're so...
I hope my eyes are not going away. It's not... Yeah. Anyways.
So, anyway, 55,000 miles, which is 7 Earths. You could fit 7 Earths end to end. Can they see our mouse, you think?
Yeah.
They can see our mouse here?
Yeah.
If I do this. So
Yeah.
from here, going all the way up. And look, we can even like... Oh, it won't let us zoom in anymore. Anyway, I just think that's amazing. That from 93 million miles away...
Yeah.
We have the capability and technology as consumers.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't NASA. Like, this is just little old frenzy fanboy
Totally.
who decides to meander over to Texas and take a picture of the sun with the moon in front of it.
5DM Toad. Nice prominence you got there.
Okay. So, we got this one.
Yep, sorry. You can have the mouse back. I just wanted to... Hold on, let me just fix this really quick. Bam. Okay. All you.
Okay, so we'll come back here. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so then we got this guy right here.
I love the shot so much.
Yeah, so this one you don't have, like, a bunch... You can't really see, like, the color definition in the prominences. You can see that they're there, but I kind of liked how... I think that these lines that are coming out, I think these are more considered solar flares.
Okay.
I don't know if they're all considered solar flares, but just, like, the energy that's coming out from the sun.
Did the clouds give this kind of like that moody feel, or was that just the light coming off the...
I think this is just the light coming off of the sun.
That's so cool.
Because I don't think that these ones had very many clouds in front of them.
Davey said the new lens did its job.
Right?
Such a big lens.
All right, so then here's... It's not the same image. I think it was probably the next set of images later, but just kind of...
More of a calm hue versus a...
It's got a different feel to it, I guess you could say.
Dude.
And then here's one where we're just focusing in on just kind of like the rainbow, like half moon, half sun, with the prominences there.
The corona.
Yeah. I just think it's so cool, like how you can see like these. You see how it like kind of arcs and like dips.
You guys can see our mouse, right? I think you guys can see our mouse.
I just think that's so fun. Like just being able to see that amount of detail.
Can you zoom in on that one?
Coming in from. Yeah, that's about it for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
You really did a good job.
And then this guy, this one you can really see the detail. This one, you can even start seeing, like, this is just a very, very top surface of the sun. This is like even before Bailey's beads.
Yeah.
Like where the rays of sunlight like get like pass through the craters of the moon and like do their little thing that appears to us as being beads.
Has anyone ever listened to They Might Be Giants? Sorry, this is totally a random thought that just popped in my head. Just curious.
And so then here is the Bailey's beads right here. So this is
so cool.
The just very, very edge of the sunlight coming just right past the moon.
It is beautiful.
So the interesting thing about this lens versus the ones that I had, the lens that I had in 2017, is this lens is a fixed aperture lens, so it's just at f11 the whole entire time.
Yeah.
So when you don't have a variable aperture lens, when you have a variable aperture lens and you have specific points of light like that, you end up getting kind of like starbursts, and depending on how many leafs or elements that the aperture is, depicts how many like light things come out of each like pin of light. So sometimes they're like 4, sometimes they're 8, sometimes they're like 16. It all depends on the construction of the aperture inside the lens. This lens doesn't have an aperture. It's just a big tube.
Because it's massive, and it's like the only reason why you're ever going to use me is to focus on either wildlife or astrophotography.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're not seeing like stars or like the rays of light, kind of like star effect coming out.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have an aperture like that. So it's just kind of like this circular thing that we're seeing with the beads. All right, so Davey, not a photo question, but did you get to see any of the crazy squiggly shadows on the ground? Frenzy Fangirl was so excited about that.
The clouds hit right when they were supposed to be happening, and it kind of like messed it up a little bit. So I saw a couple, but not on the ground. They were more like on people's like shirts and stuff, kind of.
Yeah, some lady had like a big kind of like gardening hat that had like holes coming through it.
Yeah.
And like the points of light that would come down on her dress looked like they were the crescents.
So in 2017 we saw them and they were incredible. This time I think the clouds kind of messed with them a little bit, and it was one of the parts of the eclipse that we didn't really get to experience again. But we saw a little bit. It just didn't have the same effect as the 2017 one did.
So here's kind of, it's not the same image as this one, but just like right after, but of the whole entire eclipse.
5 Meow DM Toad says, if you zoom in really, really far, you can see Rainbow Road. Not we Rainbow Road. That's on the dark side. Scott, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Scott?
We're pretty much just talking about the eclipse. I already played Mario Kart Tour. Now this is an eclipse channel.
And so then this is the last one right here. And this is where...
I love the shot.
This one kind of reminds me of like the what's it called, like the iris, like what's the very front part of the eyeball?
The iris. Oh, the pupil?
Like the cornea, maybe?
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Anyway, if you were to take like a profile shot of an eye, I kind of feel like this is, I don't know, for me, like this just kind of feels like it's an eyeball, but with like fire spewing out of it. And I don't know what this is. I think this is just like pure energy that through the lens just kind of came out like streaky like that. It's weird that we didn't get that same effect on this side. But...
Yeah. Okay, question for you. So this was a new camera setup and a new lens setup from 2017.
Uh-huh.
Which setup did you like better?
So I think final product, I like this one better. Originally in 2017, I had a crop frame sensor with an 400 millimeter lens with a 2-time teleextender. But with the crop frame sensor, it's an equivalent of about 1,200 millimeters.
Yeah.
This is a full frame sensor with an 800 millimeter lens, 2-time tail extender, which is 1600 millimeters.
Yeah.
So the amount of like resolution and quality,
Yeah.
I believe, is better. The images from this setup is better than the one from 2017.
Yeah.
And so by like making enlargements or putting them on screens and stuff, these are going to hold together a whole lot better.
That's cool.
So, and I'm just so happy that I got focus. Like, I was just dreading like getting them back and then just having this kind of be like a big blob.
Yeah.
And this be a big blob. But I mean, like, you can see
it.
Like,
for how far away the sun is, the amount
93 million miles away.
The amount of detail that you got in that is just like, it blows my mind that that's even like humanly possible.
Isn't that crazy?
What happens if you hit the zoom button up top right?
This?
Yeah. Okay, you still have limitations with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so should we whittle these 9 down to 4?
Yeah.
And then ask people which ones.
Yeah. So what do you want to call them?
Okay. So we should find which ones we want to do first.
Okay.
So I feel like there are 3 that. Okay, so there are
Everyone
2 that are similar. So this one, let's decide between this one and go one more to the left.
Okay. I have like 40 people who have reached out to me on my Facebook and stuff. And this is by far... No, I'm not trying to encourage anyone. I just want to make sure that this one makes the cut,
Okay.
is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
This one has to make the cut, because I want people to vote on, like, have this one as an option.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so between these 2, this
one?
one and this one...
But I'm curious what people are going to say, because hey, Rubies.
Well, no, so you and I can discuss it and decide right now.
Yeah.
And then put it in the...
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, Rubies earlier was talking about how he liked the blue tones, which is this one.
Okay.
I feel like this one's more like my style. Like, I kind of love how it has like this dark gray, white, red, orange, yellow, black. Like, I kind of dig it. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I like it too.
This one?
So should we call this one like sunflower? Does this look like a sunflower?
Sure.
What do you want to call this one?
Whatever you want. Sunflower it is. This is your game.
So we'll call this one the sunflower.
Okay.
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 And then let's go to the... Yeah, so do we want to keep this one in? This one's kind of like a monochrome, like purplishy.
I'm going to let you decide. This one reminds me so much. We had a huge triptych at our old house. It was 3 panels. How big were they?
Together it was like 4 feet by 6 feet.
This one reminds me a little bit of that one.
Yep.
So I want you to decide. I'm not here to decide. I'm here to support you.
So let's go, because I kind of like that one, but then I feel like this one and this one and this one are all very, very similar.
They are.
The third one, though, it has like the Bailey's beads.
Yeah.
Which gives it a different feel. And I think on the back of the camera, I was like, I think this one's going to be like a really amazing shot because it's not washing out that huge 55,000 mile prominence.
I think it's a cool shot.
So how about we go with this one?
Okay, we're going to call
this one
Bailey Tickles the Eyeball.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. What do you want to call it?
So yeah, Bailey's beads.
Half moon?
Yeah, half moon.
Okay.
And then let's see, because all right, so there's that one left.
I love this one.
I think we should do this one. I don't know what to call it though. Can we just call this one like energy? For some reason, whenever I see this image, I hear the soundtrack of Sunshine, where the main character, Cillian Murphy, he's like on the surface of the sun and like touching the sun, and they have like the soundtrack of that is just like pure energy. It's like type of. I feel like this just feels like pure energy.
I'm calling it the Sunshine Score Energy.
Okay, Sunshine Score Energy.
Okay.
All right.
Who was over that score? Do you remember who the composer was?
It was amazing, though.
It wasn't Hans Zimmer. No, definitely not.
Okay, so let's figure out one more. No. Okay, so maybe let's decide between this one and the first one. That one. So between this one.
Okay.
And that one.
Let's do this one.
You want to do that one?
I like the other one too, but I feel like this will give us two half moons
Two
and
half
two
moons
full.
and two. I like that.
Okay, so we're just gonna call this classic.
Okay, so classic full blue moon. It's called a blue moon because it's kind of blue, right?
I like it.
Classic full blue moon.
Eclipse. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through them again. So, here are your choices. First option is this one. This is the sunflower full moon. Then we have this one.
The Bailey's beads.
Bailey's beads. And then we have the sunshine score energy. And then we have classic full blue moon eclipse.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite? If you guys need to see them again, let me know. I think these are fun.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do? Okay, hold on.
You're going to try and put them all in the same?
I am going to put them all in the same, yeah. It was... Oopsie, not that one. Okay.
That one?
Did I already download that one, though? I
Probably,
did.
yep. So that one, and the last one.
Okay, guys, keep voting, but I will put them all on the same screen. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to add image.
Hey, Blackfin's on from Argentina.
What's up?
He says you should call it The End of the Beginning.
Hold on. Which is which? This is the one that I just imported. Okay, hold on. I'm going to hide really quick that one. We're going to make a little...
Yeah, that'll be good so everyone can see it at the same time.
Okay, this is the sunshine energy. So this is me number 3.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add another image. And we're going to do... First one is which one? That one.
Yep.
You guys can see me edit OBS as we go.
Just like Sammy sometimes.
Huh? Okay, I'm going to put that there. We're going to pop that one right there-ish. And then we are going to add a new one. I hope you guys are all still here. This is going to be the...
Bailey's beads. That one, nice.
Boop. And then we are going to add...
Is that one vertical as well?
Yep. No.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of just square.
That's
That'll
okay.
work.
I'll make it make sense. Okay, so we got sunflower. Then we have that one. And then we got... Well, this is the classic one. Sorry.
The one at the bottom, yeah.
Okay, so there, us,
Yeah.
and there.
Okay, so from the top left, like you're reading, top left is 1, top right is 2, bottom left is 3, bottom right is 4.
If you guys already voted and now are seeing them all by each other, I'm sorry. Let's kind of get these. There we go. If you guys want to change your votes, let us know in the chat. I know, it's a difficult decision, right? I literally can't decide. And sometimes Friends Fanboy thinks I'm just trying to be a nice wife and say all his stuff is really cool, but I legitimately think these are some of the coolest shots that I've seen. So, Wow. 2020, 2040. But we only have 5 votes. We need some more votes, guys. Okay, we have 20 people watching-ish. If you guys are watching, pay attention. I know that this isn't Mario Kart Tour. This is real life tour. Which is your favorite? Top left, Sunflower Moon Orange. Top right, Bailey's Beads Half Moon. Bottom left, Sunshine Score Energy. Bottom right, Classic Full Blue Moon Eclipse. I like the variety that we have going on here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let it sit there for a bit.
Yeah.
What's up, Extreme Coast? Good to see ya. And Blackfin. You already said hi to Blackfin.
Yeah,
but
and I think we had someone new say something in the comments if we go up. Steady?
What did Steady say?
Said, amazing pictures.
Oh, thanks, Steady.
Thanks, Steady.
All right, guys, we have 7 votes. If we can get 10, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I shook my bottle at you.
And then if we get 10 and we have a tie, then we need at least one more to break that tie. Says there are 20 people currently watching, so we should be able to get a few more. Hey, Catherine, wake up.
Catherine? She already voted on Facebook.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. We got 15 likes for the video and 20 viewers. That's great. That's a good percentage right there.
It is a good percentage. Paul says he likes the blue colors. You and Rubies do. Blue likes blue. Wait, Rubies likes blue. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you blue, Rubies. Rubies likes blue. What do you like, red or blue? Red orangey?
I'm a little bit more partial to the warm colors.
Mm-hmm.
However, I guess historically, I really like the 2017 one that I have. That's kind of more these colors, but with this crop, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like the prominences, since they're kind of like a reddish color,
yeah,
they kind of pop out a little bit more against the blue.
Yeah.
Whereas with the orange, I feel like you kind of lose it a little bit.
Yep.
I could have washed out the prominences on this sunflower one.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that the prominences, I feel like they're kind of a fingerprint.
Totally.
Of
that
an
day?
eclipse.
Oh.
Not only that day, but
yeah.
I was watching like a CNN report of the eclipse that just happened. And it was amazing to see. I mean, since I've been developing these pictures, I'm kind of like looking at these prominences and just like falling in love with them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at other like videographers and other photographers from other areas.
Yeah.
And I think later on in the eclipse, this prominence over here that's like a pyramid.
Yeah.
It got a lot bigger. And I think these ones kind of go away.
Interesting.
And so that's what I'm kind of saying. It's like a fingerprint. It's like only in Texas, I think, are you going to see...
Yeah.
Like maybe Mexico and Texas, are you going to see like this whip prominence that's like the 55 million miles long?
Yeah.
But then kind of in the northeast United States, I don't think you'll see that. But this pyramid one over here will be a lot bigger.
Interesting.
So, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's just a unique image that like really only I'm going to get, or any photographer in their particular location is going to get.
Yep.
Oh, so point being, I kind of like leaving the prominences somewhat visible, even though in this image, they're not like the main focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we do have 10 votes so far.
We do. There's a kind of a clear winner.
10, 2, 3, and 4 votes.
I guess in reality, it's not like a clear winner because it's just one more.
Yeah.
But
So we have one that has 1 vote, one that has 2 votes, one that has 3 votes, and one that has 4 votes.
Yeah.
But the classic full moon, blue moon eclipse, number 4, so far has 4 votes.
May or may not been influenced by Paul's threat.
Ooh, what was Paul's threat?
Vote blue or ghosts will haunt you in your sleep.
Oh. And then Blackfin.
Yeah.
The ghost emoji. I like it.
King Boo stopped by to use his lucky 7 on us in our sleep. Okay, this was such a cool trip, though. Like, I really, one, Austin's a cool city. I enjoyed it. Like, that we could work from the road. But 2, like, just, like, the entire... Like, if you guys have not seen an eclipse, It is absolutely worth it to make the effort. I know that there's not going to be another one that comes to United States-ish. I think there's one that pops in from, like, Canada down, but in, like, 20 years. But we're thinking about going in 2026 or 2027 or both to Spain for those eclipses. I think it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. We've only got, like, 1 or 2 votes for the first one, the sunflower moon.
We have 13 votes now. Keep voting, guys. Okay, so here's my question for you. So, like I mentioned at our old house, we ended up doing a triptych of, it was like a half moon one, kind of like the top right one, a little bit, but with just prominences, and not the Bailey beads. Mm-hmm. We ended up doing a triptych of this, and it lived in our house for like 4 years on a massive wall, and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. If you personally were to have to blow up one of these to be like a 4x7 foot print or a wall mural for our house, which one would you do?
I'm kind of thinking the sunshine score.
So behind our master bed, I was planning on doing like this wood accent wall, but painting it black. So we have like the 3 walls that are white and this black wall, this back wall that's black. Can we do a wall mural of this?
Maybe.
And then like the bed literally like sits right inside of the eclipse. How cool would that be? Do you think it would...
So before we pull the trigger on something big like that, I think I would need to take a look at more of the images and do some more developing. I mean, this is like my first pass.
Yeah.
Like I've only spent like maybe 2 hours kind of going through.
Will this picture hold up that big? Or is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, so this is just one image that's cropped in quite a bit.
Because the moon's like forever, the moon and the sun forever away. So I wouldn't expect it to have to be able to blow up to like, what are our ceilings, 9 or 10 feet by 14 feet or whatever it is for a wall.
I mean, when you enter the room, since it would be like opposite the entrance, I think it would look cool. But then, like, once you get up to it...
But who's going to get up to it? We have our 2 bed stands.
Right, exactly. Like,
and then we have the bed that would be taking up, like... If the bed, like, literally sat just shy of, like, this little dip right here, how cool would that look?
That'd be pretty sweet.
I think it would be freaking rad. I think I'm selling everybody on the sunshine score.
I think we're talking about it so much that people are voting for it.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, now it's a 33 and 33 on the 15 votes. That's great.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sway you guys. I'm just talking about my bedroom wall mural I wanted to. Were you okay? Plus in the chat, if you were there, minus in the chat if you weren't there, when Frenzy Fanboy talked about this massive 8-foot by 24 feet?
21 by 8 feet, yeah.
21 by 8 feet mural we printed off for this huge engineering firm and put on their wall. That's amazing.
Of the Milky Way over Zion National Park.
Yeah. Pepper Rabbit. We ended up going to Austin, and then it was so cloudy we had to drive 2 hours northwest of Austin for it. So Pepper Rabbit, if you're just joining, the goal is to vote which one you like the best, because we're going to be doing a cool project with it.
And Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi, he just joined too. So
I missed that. Sorry, Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi. I see it now.
So if you're just joining, then what we're trying to do is figure out. So we have a new Instagram that's more photography focused.
5-star shot.
It's called 5-star shot. It's just the number 5-star shot. No spaces.
There's like 1 post on it so far.
We got 2.
We got 2 posts on it.
This is going to be our 3rd.
This will be the 3rd post.
And we're trying to figure out which of these 4 images are our 5-star shot from the eclipse that we got yesterday. So Pepper Rabbit says he visited his aunt in Kentucky, but then went to Indiana for the eclipse.
Did you have clear skies, Pepper? Like, were you able to see it? Because we were, like, chasing clean, clear skies because there were so many clouds where we were. Yeah. And we found it. And it was beautiful.
I'm excited to hear tomorrow on Sammy D's grind stream because...
I might miss the grind, by the way, so you'll have to take notes for me.
I'll record it for you.
Thank you.
How's that sound?
Will you DVR it for me?
I'll DVR. I'll make sure that the VHS tape is queued up.
Please load the VHS.
So that we don't we don't record over your bachelorette.
Thanks.
Your bachelor episode.
My bachelor episode. More like my Survivor episodes.
Your Survivor episode. Cool. Real clear skies. So were you in the path of totality then? Were you able to experience like 4 minutes of totality, Pepper? I'm curious.
I didn't tell you. I had a friend who literally lived in the path of totality. Literally clear skies. And they took a nap during it.
No. Who?
You don't know them.
Oh.
Just a high school friend.
Oh, man.
But they reached out personally to tell me about how bummed they were. She's like, I thought it was going to be overcast, so I took a nap instead, and all my neighbors posted pictures of how perfect it was. I was like, guys, even if it's cloudy, you still go outside and experience like the darkness, like literally the dimming of the freaking world and the animals and the creatures, and it's just perfection. And you don't nap through the eclipse. You just don't do it unless you're like Native American and it is like legitimately part of your religion and your core belief that eclipses are bad. I respect those people. You do you. But if you're a normal human being, not normal, but like if you're a human being who would like to witness the eclipse, never nap through it just because of clouds. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, cool. So Pepper Rabbit, he did get it in the path.
Good.
That's awesome.
How fun.
Love it.
All right. I think the classic full blue moon eclipse wins.
Wow. Which surprises me.
It's very classic, yeah.
It surprises me because... And see, okay, so maybe this is kind of what I was wanting to get at, is I feel like sometimes... I don't know if people... I really like the sunflower full moon one.
Yeah. Lots of people like that one.
But I think it's interesting to see how it got the least amount of votes.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because people think that it's like either too overdone or not like natural enough looking, or like it just doesn't resonate with them for one reason or another. And if the more simplistic, like just kind of like blue aura,
yeah,
where there's not like a whole lot of commotion,
yeah,
if that just feels like more natural. I guess the thing is like I see the JPEGs that come out and people post those, which is great, but I feel like in photography the sensors nowadays, and even with film, you can use that medium to your advantage,
yeah,
to pull out things that your eye can't normally see. And
yeah.
I think that's where like good unique photography comes from, is being able to interpret a certain instant in time,
yeah,
but with like your own flair or your own interpretation,
yeah,
and like share that with others, if that makes sense.
Totally. Extreme Co says he would make posters out of all of them. I think that's the thing, is I think every image is very, very cool and unique and would serve a different like media purpose. So like, for example, the movie series Twilight, right? Like they had a movie called Eclipse, and they chose an orange look for their film poster. Like it was the orange. But then there's other things that have a very cool tone that use a blue tone. So I don't know. I think it just depends on the purpose.
So Scott Carpenter says, see, we had the opposite, mixing clouds day, and we had enough blue sky the hour before, the hour after, but only a small opening on the moon's way out, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a bummer. That happened to my brother, too. He was in Rochester and had a very similar thing. That would be heartbreaking for me. It was I had fun, and I just admire the heck out of you for, like, pursuing this and figuring out, like, where we needed to be and what we were going to be doing, and, like, just, like, fully dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, it was fun. It was stressful. I don't know if stressful is the right word. I feel like it was a good challenge.
Yeah.
That was commensurate with my capabilities. Like it stretched me.
Yeah.
And I felt stressed out because I felt like there was a lot on the line. A lot had to fall into place in order for everything to work out.
For sure. And
everything did end up falling into place. Even though it wasn't like perfect from beginning to end, I feel like it was still an amazing experience, and
I had a great time.
We're walking away with some really good memories and some fun images that we hope to be able to share with lots more people. So
I was trying to give you space when you were stressed out to like be stressed out without being annoying. But as soon as like you like let go of that stress a little bit, I appreciated our shakeout sessions.
yeah, you were shaking my arms a little bit.
I was like,
let's just shake it out.
You just gotta shake it out. You have all this tense up energy. We're just gonna shake it off. You know?
It helped. It helped.
It helped, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm just Friends of Fanboy's #1 fan, and I'm just here to support him. So that's my role in life.
So Pepper says that his family planned this trip out months ago and had backup plans in case the spot we had didn't work out.
Yeah, sounds like us. I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah.
How fun. Ruby says, now on to the Bowser top 10 Friends of Fanboy. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll. Classic full blue moon wins. End poll. And then now Pepper Rabbit. Oh, my phone died. I think it's completely dead. Bummer.
Oh, you left it plugged in.
Well, yeah, but it was on its way out.
Yeah.
Pepper Rabbit. I had someone sleep on me. And they snuck ahead of me with way better loadouts by like 8,000, 7,000, something like that. So I think I'm just going to take 7th because I have to upload.
7th?
I'm going to take 2nd.
What happened there? It's like an onslaught of sleepers.
I'm really tired, guys. My brain is just kind of shot from traveling and stuff. I'm going to take 2nd, though, and just kind of be good with it. They have way better loadouts than me, but hopefully that works out and I don't have another sleeper.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay.
And it's not like it's driver ticket week. It's just cart ticket week.
It's true.
You'll be fine.
Okay. This was fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the things.
Thanks for giving us your input. Thanks for staying for our overly long and crazy stories.
Yeah.
Who knows if you actually get anything out of or they're annoying, but it's what we do. So.
Would you say?
Ooh.
I got Eclipse.
We both got eclipsed in the week of the eclipse.
Man. Oh, you did too. That's
Yeah,
right.
I got
We're both
second.
2nd place. Pepper Rabbit. Okay, you go back to Maryland tomorrow.
Are you going to be going there during the grind?
Oh, yeah.
Because Sammy needs you to be doing some dishes in order to be able to get some good runs. You can't do that if you're flying.
Or driving, unless you have an RV. Then you can.
Oh, at least you didn't lose by 41 points, says Rubies, who got sniped
By
within 2
Alex.
minutes.
Dude. Guys, this was fun. Thanks. I know that this wasn't like a true Mario Kart Tour episode, but we enjoy it.
Yeah, we're glad that we had a pretty good showing for as...
Yeah.
Like...
Off topic?
As little time.
Oh, yeah. We gave you guys 10 minutes notice.
Yeah, 10 minutes notice, and then...
I got a half hour's notice, so...
Pretty much with the pure intent of just wanting to talk about Eclipse. So thanks for joining.
This was awesome.
Glad that you enjoyed the images.
Yeah.
And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to us on YouTube, but also, if you enjoy the photography, 5-star shot on Instagram.
I'll put it in the chat one more time.
Yeah.
You guys will all know Friends of Fanboy's name. Because it is listed there. But you're the one who advertised it.
Yeah.
I support it.
So Pepper Rabbit says he thinks he still might be in Kentucky when he's grinding. But there are some dishes to be done around there.
Perfect.
So he'll walk into some restaurant and is like, I've got to do some dishes.
I've done it before. Okay. Random fact.
Just when you think we're wrapping up. Another high school story for Frizzy Van Girl.
No, this wasn't high school. I was like a full-blown adult at this point in time.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I was like 25. I was at a restaurant with a bunch
What?
Yeah, this was when
After we were married?
Yeah, this was when I was flying back a lot to see my dad in Washington after my mom passed.
Oh, okay.
I was in Washington. Every time I'd go to Washington, I'd have these huge parties with friends at restaurants because I didn't have a place to host people, so we'd all go out to eat. So I went out to eat with like 10 of my really good friends, and one of my buddies ended up totally like it. He says it wasn't intentional. It was totally intentional. He like dined and dashed, but there were so many of us there that I was like, you are silly. I'm obviously going to pay for your bill because we're good humans and we don't do that. He was stuck in high school still. Anyways, he totally left. And so I staged this whole thing with our waiter where I was like, can I please go into your kitchen and take pictures of me doing the dishes and also like take pictures of me doing like push-ups and all these things and pretend like I'm broke and like that was how I had to pay his bill. And then we are going to privately, just in DMs, because we don't publicly shame people, except on YouTube years later when nobody knows him. We are going to privately DM shame him about how I had to do the dishes because he bailed out on his bill. All that to say, he really did do it intentionally, but he felt pretty bad because he thought it was real. He thought the dish pictures were real. So anyways, Pepper, all that to say, you can totally not sneak in, but you can totally ask a restaurant if you can wash their dishes.
Yeah, just leave your wallet in the car.
And as long as they don't say like, our insurance won't allow it, because they did tell me that at first, but I kind of convinced them because I have a way of doing that. I convinced them, they let me do their dishes for pictures, and it worked. So do that tomorrow. All that to say, Pepper Rabbit. Such a random story. Okay. Anyways, I'm tired. Thankful, Grateful made you happy.
Oh, yeah. Just this whole past week. And being able to share it with you. It was so much fun. Being able to...
We did a lot of cool stuff.
Do so much exploring. And thanks so much for your patience. And
always.
All your coordination of everything.
Always.
And being my partner in crime. It was
always. Great. I had a blast. Ditto.
Yep.
Can I just say ditto?
Yeah.
Thankful, Grateful.
Pretty much the whole episode. I was like, I got a big Thankful, Grateful made me happy. We just got to do a whole hour and a half long episode of it.
Perfect. Love it. Guys, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Good luck in your ranked. Hopefully don't get sniped at the very end. And until the next episode, may the frenzies be forever in your